Anyways, first deck of the day is Lutri Hardened Scales. And you might say, Plum, why are we playing Lutri? And the answer is because we can. So why not? In terms of like our scale related effects, so we're playing Hardened Scales, Hardened Bonds, Loading Zone, as well as Ozolith the Shattered Spire. So at least these three manipulate counters and give us additional stuff. This helps fuel us every time we put a counter onto our creatures. Along with that, we're playing a lot of the familiar cards we've been playing over the past couple weeks. You'll see Steel Overseer, Monoscallion, you'll see Patchwork Automaton. We also have like Chamber Sentry, Hangerback Walker, Markerback Walker. We're playing the Ozolith, of course, Zabaz, and that sort of stuff. But because we have access to like Tezzeret, we're playing a lot of 1-drops that we can go fetch up and make use of. And you'll also notice that includes Ghost Lantern, because we're also playing Basking Broodscale and Glaring Flesh Raker in the 3-drop slot. So we can also Broodscale combo people as we go. Along with that, you'll see Rust Harvester. We're also playing Agatha Soul Cauldron, so if we build like a giant Arcbound Ravager or something, we can give it other creatures with counters this ability and start paying 2 to just deal damage to things and burn our opponent that way. There's just a lot to talk about here. Weapons manufacturing, of course, to generate additional artifacts for Arcbound Ravager. The other 1-drops include some ramp in the form of like Moonsnare Prototype and Springleaf Drum, Graveyard Hate in the form of Tormod's Crypt. We're also playing Gene Pollinator to add to that ramp package. Haywire Might as some tutorable artifact hate. I'm playing a single Nature's Claim just because it's like good and you can just blow up like something for 4 life against aggro, which doesn't seem too bad. A single Traverse the Alvin Wall, which is pretty easy to turn on Delirium, and then just like Animation Module, Iron Apprentice, Phenomena Recorder, which copies Activator trigger abilities, and Plunderer's Prize as another tutor, although it does get some pretty random stuff in our deck list. We have a single Hangerback Assembler, which conjures a walk around the field and then gets a counter. If we get max speed by dealing damage to our opponent, we get to put counters on all of our artifact creatures. I'm also playing a Reluctant Role Model, which has survival. As long as it's tapped during your second main phase, you get a flying lifelink or +1/+1 counter on it. And then when this creature or another creature control dies, if it had counters, you get to put those on something else. So this plays pretty well with the Ozolith, but it also kind of acts as like a modular ability, kind of like Iron Apprentice as well, where we get to move those counters around. Malevolent Rumble just helps us dig for stuff. Strength of Will makes something indestructible, and then whenever it's dealt damage, you put that many counters on it. I playtested this a little bit and found I actually played against Auras and just stomped them because they had first strike. So I Strength of Willed my Arcbound Ravager, and it got 12 counters and then traded out their Light Paws, which was pretty sweet. Soul Cauldron we already know about. We have a Marvin Murderous Mimic, which has all the activate abilities of creatures that don't have the same name as this creature. And then Sir Ginger, the Meal Ender, Hexproof, Trample, and Haste as long as opponent controls a walker. Whenever another artifact is put into a graveyard from the battlefield, you get a counter on it and scry 1, and then obviously you can sack it. Playing Kami of Whispered Hopes, which adds a whole bunch of mana equal to its power. Also acts as a sort of Hardened Scales, where it puts additional counters on things. And then we have Tezzeret, Cruel Captain. Mana base pretty straightforward. We're mainly splashing for green and red with a light sort of black and blue splash here. But we also have 4 Ink Moths to combo with Arcbound Ravager or like Ozolith and things like that as well. Notice Tezzeret is obviously good for the tutor, but it's pretty good to untap things, especially if we have like Cauldron or Steel Overseer or a really big Kami of Whispered Hopes. We can untap and use those again multiple times in a turn. But yeah, so I don't know. We have quite a bit of redundancy in terms of like effects and that sort of thing. We're not really playing any interaction, if I'm being honest, right? I mean, besides like Chamber Sentry pinging something or like Mono Stallion pinging something, we're not really doing anything against our opponent. So our goal is to just kill them before they kill us, which I don't think we're going to do, but this is still a sweet deck nonetheless. So we're going to try it out. And then in terms of sideboard, some more sort of one-ofs and things to tutor. We can find Cage, Needle, Spear, and Bobble off of Tezzeret and Plunderer's Prize. Pick your poison as some enchantment, artifact hate, Tameo safekeeping to protect our stuff. Also jamming a Hexing Squelcher and a Pyroclasm, because generally our stuff will hopefully outgrow that, or we don't really care if it dies. Heroic Intervention to protect against board wipes, Stamping Sphere, Torpor Orb, Dismember. We're playing a Magus since we don't really care about our mana base that much either, and we have ways to get colored mana besides that. And then a single Force of Vigor, which might be a little tricky with what we're jamming. We have 1, 2. Remember, Basking Bloodstale doesn't count, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Different green cards in the list. 9, 10 with Rumble, blah, blah, blah. So we'll see how often that comes into play. But there's a good chance we can just hardcast it fairly often, too. But that's where I'm at. This is what we're going to play first. And we'll see how we do. So like I said, we're probably going to lose a whole bunch. But I'm excited to play anyways. Seems like a good opener. We'll keep. Favorite Hoplite, not a great start for us. Against auras here. We'll see if he has Shelter by Ghost or Reckless Rage. Either of those kind of suck for us. Yeah. Oof. But I think the problem with this, like, not playing any interaction hurts a lot. So I'm going to assume we're just going to keep dying a bunch. But I'm going to have fun while we do it tonight, and it's going to be great. Alright, chat, we're going to do a game 2. We're already losing quite fast. So in general, I think our game plan here is to just try and go. We gotta go a little bigger than them, faster than them, which I don't really know is gonna happen. But I think I'm gonna bring in Pick Your Poison, Safekeeping. Shadow Spear seems pretty good. Probably bring in the extra Dismember. Torpor Orb doesn't do a whole lot. Cage doesn't do a whole lot. I don't think I mind a Heroic Intervention. Pyroclasm might be okay. What seems bad here? A lot. Hey, well, maybe we want Rust Harvester. Don't think we're doing anything with Crypt. Don't think we're doing anything with Haywire Might. Don't think we're doing anything with Recorder. Sentry's fine. I think weapons manufacturing is going to be a little too slow. Let's drop a Marvin. But let's drop it. No, I like Search Ginger actually. Let's drop a Kami. Let's try something like that, chat. I think we're just gonna get stomped. All right, game 2. Sure. Lead on Zabaz. Opponent hoplites us. We'll see if he just fires off a Reckless Rage. We also could have just passed and kept up Intervention, but I'm hoping he'll take a turn to like do whatever. Yeah, Defiant Strikes. We won't do anything here. Soul Cauldron's kind of hot. I think I'm just gonna swing one here. We'll throw a lifelink on this. Pass back. Might have been right to just go get another forest there. Off the Traverse. Amped Raptor. So my question is our opponent's heroic list just worse auras? Feels like it. Actually, it might be okay to just let our Swift Spear die and put an extra counter on our role model. Or, I'm sorry. I'm gonna cycle this. Scales is fine. Bonds is fine. Let's go get a basic. Let's play Bonds. We're at 8. We're just gonna pass. We can Intervention, go down to 7, gain 3, go to 10. We at least take 1 off of the Hoplite, plus 4 here, total. Put it as a full grip of cards, boys. We're gonna try an Intervention. Which is fine. We at least gain 3. Go to 9. And he draws into Luris. Interesting. Okay, so let's go Scales into Hangerback. Which finds us a Ravager. Interesting. I think we just gotta hang back, yeah. Hits us for at least 6. We gain 3. So we might go to 5, but that puts us to 4. But we get double whatever, and then we get both counters on the role model, which also finds us another card, which is pretty good. Opponent plays Luris, replays a Swift Spear. Okay, interesting. We have we're chilling for a second, chat. Does he just want to replay that? Doesn't really do anything. Unless he's playing like Wrath of the Skies? Maybe? I don't know. We can eat Hangerback Walker. Okay, chat, we won one. Holy moly. Somewhat relevant. He did end up drawing Luris, but I don't think we care too much. Magus of the Moon would take him off quite a bit here, actually. Which is kind of funny. But I think we're just gonna whatever. Reluctant Role Model was quite good in that matchup. All right, guys. We're 1-1. I mean, I didn't think we would win any. And we got at least one. So that's a start. We might want to play the Ooze in this deck, too. Okay, chat, this is not a good start to our final game. Jesus Christ. Okay. Chat, we're on a Maul. To 5. With 1 land. Oh, we did find an Ink Moth, though. That's pretty good. Swiss Spear, okay. Chat, I think we're gonna die. Yeah, we're gonna get a Ripperino here. I can't play that. Do I want to play Overseer? No, I think I'd rather draw a card off a block, right? Oh yeah. Does that give trample? No, just plus X plus. Oh, it does. Shit. Ew. Ew, double. We're getting stomped. We'll at least take 9 here, hopefully. Draw a card. Chamber Sentry. Not great, not great. Esper Sentinel. Relevant. Cast this for 1. Player's Overseer. If he has anything that gives trample, we're pretty much dead. If he has Reckless Rage plus something else, we're dead. If he has Shelter by Ghost, we're dead. Okay. Am I just dead? No, he doesn't have the extra. Okay, down to 2, boys. Virtuoso. Spire of Industry is not very fun. We can at least gain 3. Which, doesn't help that much when he has a Monstrous Rage. Okay, so chat, Reluctant Role Model is kind of hot. We ended up losing, which we thought we would. But we won 1. And we'll take that. Let's have a better opener here. Sure. I'm really liking this card's pretty good. Maybe we could end up brewing our... We were thinking about playing Michelangelo with Warden of the Sky or whatever. Opponent is on Jace. Fuck a duck, am I right? I feel like we should just start jamming Lutri into all sorts of stuff. Opponent seems to be on... I don't even know. I'm just gonna blow up their Winter Folk. I think I want to start just trying to outrace them. If they're on some weird Delirium Shell, I'm glad we had Crypt in our opener. Screaming Nemesis, you got it. That only... It's only if I redirect, right? Yeah. So we can do Phenomena Recorder. Do this. Activate this. And then copy the activated ability. Which is pretty cool. So then we get double counters on that. And then when we swing... we should probably put a lifeline counter on this, actually. But at least we made a big boy. Cactuar. You got it, Super Chief. Traumatic Prank. Ow. Chat, we're gonna get hit for 8. That's no fun. Okay, but we have a 3/3 with lifelink. I think I just want to play a Flesh Raker. We'll swing here. Chat, we're in the depths of Platinum, aren't we? Sure seems like it. Our opponent's drawn. We lost him, chat. Take a look at my boyfriend. He's the only one I got. Da 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 da. Da da da, my boyfriend. Monstrous Rage. That's no fun for us. We kind of just have to let him smack us with that, huh? Ouch. Can't block, chat. We just died. We just died to a Screaming Nemesis and a Cactuar. Does that make me feel bad or what? We gotta find a deck to actually take to Mythic. We haven't found anything fun. Screaming Nemesis is annoying, but that's okay. I'm not really sure. Our opponent's just playing red-green cards they own. It appears. I do think I want the Shadow Spear. I think I want to bring in Safekeeping. I don't think Pyroclasm is really worth the trouble. We'll do something like that. We're gonna drop Marvin. We're gonna drop weapons manufacturing. I think we're gonna drop. No, let's keep Hayward right in. That's at least somewhat relevant. Braven, man of the hour. We're playing some hot garbage this evening. And someone said hot garbage. I immediately thought of you. This isn't the worst hand I've ever seen in my life. Yeah, business as usual. We might try and brew strength. Well, I might take another crack at strength of will combo after this with Boros Reckoner. Maybe my thing should just be let's play Lutri in every deck and see what happens. I like that idea. In this stage right now, we're gonna go turn 1 Traverse, go get a Forest, and then turn 2 Zabaz plus Hardened Scales, I think. We're losing to, I don't know. We're losing to a lot lately. Because we can. That's it. That's the only reason. Just because we can, and it's funny. We've been trying to play all these Scales builds. I'm like, what if we just, you know, you can just play Lutri? Why not? It's an 8th card in our opening hand. How can you go wrong with that? It's basically free cards. Chat, I don't know where our opponent went, but I'm okay with a free win. But that just means we have to play an extra match, you know? Bum, 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 ba-dum, bum, 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 ba-dum, ba-dum, bum. Oh, hey. Yeah, we don't need consisting. That's for losers. Yeah, I could see it being... pretty... Okay, chat, look at us finding all these lands. Look at us go. We get our Zabaz. Forget what this does. Whenever counters are put on a permanent, you may pay 1. If you do, create a 1 less servo. Choose a counter, give another turn to permanent. Okay, that's pretty cool. No blocks. Opponent to smack us. And then that bounces back. Good for us. Tamio's safekeeping is also pretty hot. Let's go module into Walker. Make a 2/2. Can't pay, but at least if he kills Zabaz, we can get a 4/4, or we can just kill that. Oh yeah. But again, I wish I haven't like found any fun historic brews. I say this every stream, but there's no one doing anything silly. Ooh, Tom Tom's pretty good. Am I just holding on to this? I think so. I kind of wish he would just... Well... Yeah, I'm trying, dude. I'm trying to play Lutri Scales. I forgot we have... Chat, do you remember we have Dak Faden? Dak Faden's legal in the format. I don't have the mythics for it, but I kind of want to play it in like a Proph's Eidetic Memory shell. Because you just did the draw 2, discard 2 every turn. That seems sick. Opponent plays Breakout. There's gotta be something better. Imagine playing Cactuar over Old Growth Dryads. Oh, he hit a Reinforced Ronin. Okay. Okay. So, I think I wanna at least trade this out. I think I'm just gonna trade that out because I want to draw some cards. You think they would let me? Moonsmare Prototype. All right, all right. So that drops there. Okay, so we can go Inkmoth. We can Shatter, which puts a counter on Automaton, which lets us activate and make another servo, which is good. And then we can swing for Whisk Streams. Subscribed at tier 1. Who is Whisk Streams? Shout out to them. Chat, we're growing. Actually, I think I know who Whisk Streams is. But shout out to Whisk Streams. Welcome to the Jank Tank. But yeah, I should add. I don't know who moderates in that. I always forget who's in there. I try to hang out in the general historic, but guys, we got a subscriber. Streaming Nemesis, shout out to that. Do I want to? Not really, do I? We'll block the Swift Sphere, take 3, go to 8. Role Model is hot, however, we don't have the mana for it. So let's throw. I guess we could pay 3 to double up and make an additional whatever and swing back for 8. Which is hot. But anyways, we get what? Strixhaven spoilers starting next week? No, 2 weeks? We talked about this last stream. Absolutely wild. 1 versus... What did we lose to in round 1? Heroic? Traumatic Prank. Chat, we're doing pranked. We go to 3. We take 1 damage. We get whatever. We can just throw some counters on this. Up to 9. And then pay 1. And then we'll swing for 11. And move into game 3. Hell yeah. I came here to kick gum and chew ass. I'm all out of gum, baby. I will say Screaming Nemesis is really annoying, but we don't really have anything against that. So we're just going to keep jamming what we sideboarded. And we'll go to game 3. Shout out to Wisp Streams. Incredible. Is Dak Fade didn't even see play in Legacy anymore? I don't think so. Chat, we have a hype train. R. Fernando. Shout out to R. Fernando. What a guy. What a guy. Welcome to the Jank Tank, R. Fernando. Oh, no. We're going off. We're gonna mulligan this hand. Hey, Warren White. Plus a Shadow Spear sounds pretty good. I think we might ship back the Inkmoth here. Wow. Guys, we're doing great. We'll keep this. Let's send back Springleaf Drum. see where that gets us. Where's Frozen? Okay, that's a good start. Let's throw turn 1 Might, and then turn 2 Shadow Spear plus Module. See how we get going. First time chatter with streams. What's crack-a-lackin'? Gotta get that McChicken. Opponent plays Reinforced Ronin, swings at us for 2. We draw a forest. Okay. Let's draw a spear plus module. Swing back for 1. Bum, ba-dum, ba-dum, bum. I'm glad our internet's staying with us tonight. Chat, we were supposed to get windstorms here yesterday, and like absolutely nothing happened. Our Fernando killing it. Bum, bum, bum. Should I follow my own advice? I wrote an article last week on Brewing 101, and maybe we should just follow our own advice when we do this Strength of Will combo after this. Destructive Revelry. Haven't seen that in 20,000 years. Is this target player too? Chat, we can proliferate our Inkmoth Nexus, which is pretty hot. We're just gonna draw a Lutri and swing for 1. That seems good to me. But the only thing I've seen people working on, at least in Discord, is just food chain combo. And I don't really want to play food chain combo. Our opponent's playing Dragon Sniper. I guess I'll just play this. Am I just holding on to a Lutri here? I think so. We're not really drawing anything relevant. We're having a tough time. Our opponent is also +1/+1 in reach. Wonder why we aren't drawing anything good? I don't know, Praven. Why do you think? Do I want to flash on Lutri and trade out this? No, I think I'll just trade out their sniper. Because then we can at least start Inkmothing them. Maybe. See a Monstrous Rage on the Swift Spear. Gross. We're gonna go down to 6. Gain 3, go to 9. Opponent is a 3/4. We find the Ozolith. Smack for 3. I guess we'll just hold up Moon Snare to bounce their Swift Spear. Shout out to our Fernando with the chair emoji. My acrylic chair. I don't know if he's playing safekeeping or something, but at least gives us a little breathing room here. Maybe. Possibly. Did he put that on bottom? He did. Ronin goes back to his hand. Tormod stripped. Okay. Let's fire up. Is this whenever? It's just a permanent you control, which sucks. We're just drawing a lot of lands. We're having a tough time here, boys. Opponent plays Reinforced Ronin. Probably gonna trade out the Lutri here. Opponent has no lands, which is good for us. Inkmoth Nexus, okay. We actually have a relatively quick clock here. If they keep drawing nothing, we can try and win through infect damage. But if they draw like Screaming Nemesis, land into Nemesis, we die. Swiss Spear also is pretty good. Especially if they have like Gift of Viper or something. No, okay. Jesus Christ. Chat, we're drawing every land imaginable. Alright, let's see if they can kill us. If they kill us, good on them. If we can survive a turn, then we get to kill them with Inkmoth. Does he have the pump spell? Oh, chat. Oh, no. They always have the pump spell. Oh, they always have the pump spell, chat. We tried. We drew so many non-relevant cards. And that's okay. Look at these cards that actually do things. Holy moly. You'll love to see it. Gran. Ooh, should we Gene Pollinator on one? Probably. Shout out to Gran. Avatar Last Airbender. Yeah, Eldrazi's gone. Well, some people still play Eldrazi, but... What does Gran mean? Some form of Phoenix? Just Breach... Well, we'll see. Opponent draws and discards. They could also be like an Emery build. We'll block their Gran. You remember all this. You've been around the block, Brave. Alright, we find Sir Ginger. So let's go turn to Scales. We need a counterspell here? Ew. Gross. In that case, we'll Iron Apprentice, and then we'll Springleaf. And we'll just pass back. You remember all this. Guys, where is everyone tonight? It's quiet. Where's Arctic and where's Frozen? Or was it Mistman? Mistman might be playing. I saw Croakies came back too. Ah, it's on Blue-Red Monument. Gross. I do want to... Remember the... Shoot. Remember the Zombiment list we played? I want to try that with Cool But Rude. I guess it was basically Monument to Endurance, but opponent makes a treasure token. Is it worth us blowing up their monument? Probably, right? Chat, if we got like 50 subscriptions, would it be okay if I sat on a cake on stream? previewing. Okay, so our opponent's just playing, like, stuff, huh? Yes, please. Incredible. Do it. Okay. Get my toes in there, too. I was gonna see if we should make this a hot tub stream. What am I playing hanger back here? Or do I want to play... I just Sir Ginger might be better as a 3-1. Swing for 1. This is the best stream ever. I'm glad you think so, Fernando. We try. We don't get a lot of visitors here. We've just been slowly building. We had a lot of people last stream. It was fun. But we just, I mainly just do this to record videos, which I then put in the articles I write. Wow! Kalen TGCC got a tier 1 sub. Shout out to Wisp Streams. Guys, we're blowing up tonight. We have a sugar daddy and a sugar mama. Incredible. Am I gonna... Let's block Grand and see what happens. Grand's dead. Pyroclasm. Main deck Pyroclasm. Game 1. Crazy. Shout out to that guy. Into another Grand. Incredible. Strength of Will is pretty hot. We'll play our Hangerback Walker. Holy moly. 5 tier 1 subs. Praven. Holy shit. You didn't need to do... None of you need to do this. This is too much money. Unless you, like, have your Amazon Prime subscriptions. I'll take your Bezos money. I'll take your Jeff Bezos money. But not your hard-earned cash. You guys are wild. Thank you very much. Jesus. Jeez Louise. Unlucky, none of the usual pips. You know what? They can, Praven, they can buy their own. Who did it go to? Did it say? Go for Broke hangs out quite a bit. Okay, our opponent played second Monument, which kind of sucks for us. Mercy Port. Oh! Holy shit, what is going on? Why are you guys giving me so much money? Jesus Christ. What is happening right now? Who got those? Toddy Cat, Solovie, Lividry, Demondre, MTG Joe? I know that guy. I follow him on Twitter. Okay. We're not... I'm just gonna... Guys, I'm gonna go buy a cake. Thursday, I'm gonna have to put my foot through a cake. I don't... Best cake ready. Oh, this is a sweet move. We get the Strength of Will and put 4 counters on our Hangerback Walker. Check out this sick move, too. We're going to do this, and then we're going to play this, but copy our Hangerback. Or tap our Inkmon Nexus. Chocolate or vanilla? I don't know. Maybe we need both. I feel like a Trace Leches with some nice, like, sponginess to it. So it could, like, really... If I do it between my toes, it could really... really make you squirm. Maybe Red Velvet. Red Velvet would work, too. Step on the cake. I could do that. I'll step on a cake for you. You really did not need to send me money. Jesus Christ. Much appreciated. Our opponent's not really doing much. It seems like they're relatively all spell-based. We've only really seen Grand. Which is fine. I wonder, I don't know if they're playing Phoenix. Maybe Red Velvet is step on the take. We support a king. Job market is tough. Me and Praven have talked many a time about the job market. Chat, what are we doing here? Are we just swinging both? Yeah, let's warp a loading zone. And swing both here. And see if opponent... What does this do at whatever? Oh, it makes everything cost one less. Let's put counters on this. We can hold on to Ink Moth if our opponent wants to swing back, but they're at 3. Job market is tough. Is this like a sign to start my cake stomping OnlyFans? Are we dead here? We might be. Opponent swings with Grand, draws, discards. We take 6. Here's your crown, kings. Where's the scam train? What do you mean, Prave? Artist talent makes him generate. He just needs a single spell on our turn, right? Which I'm sure he can find. Maybe. Is he just digging or is he making us lose? Listerines is not following. Oh my god, chat. We're going off the chain right now. You play Lutri scales one time. Suddenly you blow up, you know? Alright, so we go to 2. They have 2 treasures, so they just need a single spell on our turn. And we die, right? So let's see what they got. Single spell, and we're dead. Okay, accumulate wisdom. Gotcha. Love to see it, boys. Who told me it was a good idea to put Lutri in scales? Because I certainly didn't decide this. I don't even know. Grand, oh my god, I don't even know what's happening in this. We're bringing in Cage, we're bringing in Shadow Spear. I don't even know. Is damping... Let's bring in Force of Vigor. Let's bring in Pick Your Poison. We saw Counter Spell, right? We can bring in Squelcher and Pyroclasm. I don't really know what's going on, chat. To be so honest with you. Let's drop Recorder, Chamber Sentry, Marvin, Weapons Manufacturing. Let's drop a Kami. Tormod's Crypt is fine. Let's drop Animation Module. Maybe drop Plunderer's Prize. We'll run it back. You had enough water today? I've had so much water. Can we target anything with Lutri? Not really, Praven. No. We can target Strength of... we can target Nature's Claim, Traverse the Alvenwald. Well, now we can because we brought some stuff in. But no, not really. There's like 3 spells. I don't know what's going on either, but you are a great teacher. Thanks, guys. Can I keep a hand that's... I don't really want to play this, do I? Chat, we're playing it. You can't tell me what to do. That was horrible. Okay. Woo! Clog it. All right, turn 1, whatever. Chat, can I play this Hexing Squelcher and live my dreams? Or are we gonna get Unholy Heated? Turn 1, Unholy Heated. Damn, I call it like I see it. Call it like I see that. This guy's ass is grass. I'm a fucking weed whacker. Let's rumble, see if we get counterspelled, and then if we don't, we'll play a Market Backwalker. I think we're gonna get spelled though. Oh yeah. Feels good. Feels good. Loading zone. You think I can just hard cast this? We're gonna try. Yeah, that's a no. It's a no for me, dog. It's a no for me, dog. How do we feel about the tunes? Should we switch up? We never switch up the tunes. You guys want to listen to Movie Magic? Oh. No, I don't like any of these. Chat, our opponent played Grand again. I think we're just going to cast a Hanger back for 2. Or a Market Backwalker for 2 and pass back. Try manifesting some good outcomes like opponent's flooding or opponent's computer turned off. Okay. I don't like this Movie Magic. I don't want to feel like I'm at the Oscars. We use royalty-free music on this stream so that we do not get copyright sued on YouTube. Opponent plays our okay. So this monument, or I'm sorry, our Force of Vigor gets much better. Are they gonna swing into us with Grand? They are. Shout out to Grand really putting in some work today. All right, we're gonna block Grand. Affiliate opponent has second Grand. They have Firebending Lesson. Okay, we'll take that. Draw me a couple cards. Opponent also well, they might make Treasure. No, they drew a card. Maybe. No, they just hit us. Okay. So our Force can hit Talent plus whatever, and ooh, and we draw. Oh my gosh, everything's coming up Plum right now, baby. We're gonna Force of Vigor, kill both of those. And then we're gonna Soul Cauldron. Now let's just start eating stuff. What do we want to start eating? Lessons? Probably. However, you should begin her stream where you teach us how to play. Chadia, Chunye. Chumbi. Play a forest. What am I? Ooh. Tormod script is pretty good. Okay, what am I doing? I guess we could fire up an Inkmoth Nexus. And then we'll eat our own Market Backwalker. Should we just, chat, should we just go all in on these Ink Moths? Is this a bad play? Is Iroh's thing, is there an instant speed deal a bunch of damage to something? I don't remember what he was playing in game 1. Yes, probably. He had main deck Pyroclasm, did he not? Or at least I thought he did. Opponent's gonna fire off Grand at us. When he casts Accumulate Wisdom, is it check on cast or resolution? Do we know? Can I... Sorry, opponent. What does this card do? Instant Lesson. Look at the top 3 cards of your library. Put one of them. Put each of those cards instead. Okay, so it checks whatever. It doesn't matter because he doesn't have enough lessons anyways. But we're just going to crack this now. Crack it. All right. Wow. Okay. What's up with us drawing 20,000 lands? We have what? Hexing Squelcher. Okay. Let's fire up this Ink Moth. Let's fire up this Ink Moth. Are we just going? I guess we're going all in on Ink Moths, huh? Go all in. We're gonna eat Squelcher. We'll see if they have a response. They might Unholy Heat one of our Nexi. He goes for the big one. Is your combustion technique us? Okay. That's fine with me. They're kind of not doing very much here. They're at 6, so we have them dead on, well, no, we need another creature, right? We're not entirely dead. They have what? They do have an Accumulate Wisdom. We're close to... We need an untapped... If we draw an untapped land, we can activate Market Backwalker's ability. And put a counter on the other Ink Moth. Or here we need him to discard a creature. Or we need to find like a Arcbound Ravager or something. He plays second Monument to Endurance. That sucks for us. He has brothers. Okay, he has brothers at end too. Gross. Our Fernando. Gifted tier 1 sub to I'm Crazy Style. Shout out. Does that win us the game? So we fire up 1. We fire up 2. You're number 1. Thank you. And then we dismember the Grand and go to 7. Get ready to order that cake. I know. 22. Jesus Christ. Stop sending me money. And now we get to eat Grand. We're going to cannibalize. We're going to throw her in the Soul Cauldron. Let's hope our opponent doesn't have Unholy Heat. Fuck. Shit, chat. That had to be their last card, huh? Okay. He's dead to our Ink Moth next turn. Maybe I do need that money. People are being so nice to me tonight. Penny in the swear jar. We have a punt queue. But that's only when I lose the game. Monoscallion! That's a card that does stuff. What do I have in my yard? Anything? No. Let's play Monoscallion. Fire up the old Ink Moth Nexus. Swing. What's he got, chat? What is this? He has another Unholy Heat. Can I do anything in response to that? No. Gross. Chat, I'm straight up not having a good time. I'm surprised we're not... What is a punt? Did we lose to a standard deck with slightly better interaction? I don't know about this one, boss. Yes, Praven, we did. We are. To be fair, They're drawing every card in existence. I mean, they drew double Unholy Heat. A punt is when we make a play that's bad and it loses us the game in some significant way. See, the other thing is I can't really cast this Lutri because we're going to go down to 6 and then we're dead to a double monument trigger. So, ow! Traverse the Alvin Vault. Oh, it's a relevant card. You do punts all the time? Gotcha. Also, your deck extension isn't working. The... whatchamacallit one? What am I even getting here? We could get another Inkmoth Nexus. We could get a Sir Ginger and draw a card. We could just get a Reluctant Role Model. What do we have on the field? Just a Mono Stallion? But I can't play Role Model without taking one, so we're better off just grabbing something. Haywire Might? Let's just grab Sir Ginger. Because at least we can crack it to gain 3. Who's buying all these subscriptions? Your dad got me? Or what? My deck, which deck? Is it this one? The untap.gg isn't working? I don't know how to fix that. That might just be untapped. Oh, chat, could I have... Am I stupid? We might have punted. Could I have gotten him off Delirium in response, pay 2 to kill the Mono Stallion? Oh, no, because then I would have to X out. Never mind. Never mind. I know what I'm talking about sometimes. Let's... Do I want to... We're just going to swing and see what happens. Same Queen Stain. Okay, opponent's at 5. We can take him down to 3 with Mono Stallion. We can take him down to 2 with Mono Stallion. Ooh, smart play, smart play. He's gonna discard his Odawara, trigger Monument, and then get a second. Ooh, chat. And then he gets to recast. I think we're just dead, boys. Oh, he's just drawing cards. Okay, never mind. We're not entirely dead. Bum, 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 ba-da-da, bum. Opponent plays second monument. We take at least 3 here. Might have been better to hold up our... Well, we can do a few... We can do a couple things here. No, we can't. We're just dead, right? Maybe. We could Stallion our Sir Ginger, exile it, and put a counter on Patchwork Automaton. But Automaton has Summoning Sickness, so we can't crack it to gain 3. He's gonna Firebending Lesson that. How do I restart this? I'll do it after this stream. Or this match, maybe. This is also on my Moxfield Brave, if you're trying to look for the... We have a Market Backwater under here too, so we can also put some counters on some things. Opponent can at least hit us for 3 more. Iroh's Demonstration. What is he doing to us? 1 deals each creature in each... Oh, can I respond to that? Am I allowed to respond to that? Hello? We're gonna eat his Grand. Eat the Grand. He's just looking for a spell to cast on our turn, right? Guys, we stole a game. Eat the Grand, baby. I don't know how we took that from our opponent, but I'm here for it. Is it weird to bring a Damping Sphere? I don't think so. Kind of don't want to. I'm going to drop the Pyroclasm. Miracles do happen. Yeah, Braven. Guys, I have to buy so many cakes. I'm going to forget. Someone's going to have to remind me. I got to squash a cake between my toes. Okay, this hand's pretty good. We're going to try it out. Because we can go turn 1 Crypts into a hanger back on whatever. Plus, so let's go here. Archon Ravager was a good pickup as well. You got me, Fernando? Alright. Our Fernando. I'm gonna have to like this is the only camera I have. I'm gonna have to like get a baking tray. Backflip onto the cake. What am I doing here? This is obviously like counterspell, right? So we're just trying to Hexing Squelcher and hope he has to heat it, maybe. You said Trace Leches. What if I want to eat this cake? Acrylic chair, camera strap to the bottom. I'm just surprised, you know, the hot tub meta was pretty big on Twitch for a while, and I'm just, where are the people doing like the hot tub acrylic chair meta? Am I allowed to say hot tub anymore? I don't know. Am I gonna get banned? Chat, I would love a land off the top. Okay, opponent definitely is gonna counter whatever I play here. Moon Snare prototype is pretty good. Let's see if we can play as a boss. Sorry, you're distracting you. Yeah, guys. Cut it out. Pony. Okay, wait, so does this work how I think it works? If I do this now, does he not get 3 cards or no? Is it fulfilled on trigger? Well, we're about to find out. Does it deplete? Oh, it does deplete. Look at that. Woo. Praven, just you wait. We're going to win a match one of these days. You don't think so, but we're going to win, Prave. Is he going to counterspell my Moonsnare prototype? He's going to negate my Moonsnare prototype. What a guy. Okay. Chat. I don't like these. I'm not feeling these beats. We're going back to the sunny beats. This is our jam. Eat the granny. We can't eat the granny right now. What are the chances, opponent? Well, I would like if they just tapped out for Monument, but they would have done that before they swung with Grand. So hopefully he just... Okay. I like that. And he has second spell. Great. Let's see if we can play a Hangerback Assembly. I'm gonna... Oh, shit! We landed one, boys. That's good for us. There's the Monument. So he actually did have one. He's just swinged at us. Now, let's see what he does. If he just draws a card, I think that's best for us, because then we can equip Shadow Spear and at least start chipping in for damage. and gaining some life back. We still need a third land. Opponent plays Artist Talent. Okay. That's decent for us. Loading Zone is spicy as well. Let's play Ravager. Swing for 1. And pass back. Trying to gain some life back. What? Second. We're actually pretty close to dying here, maybe. Depending on what opponent draws. If opponent finds... What do they have in here? Instant creature, sorcery, land. So they have Delirium if they find Unholy Heat. But we can sack, hang your back. He gets... Well, let's see what he does. Is he going to make me lose some life here? No, he's going to create some treasures. And draw a card. Okay. I think I'm going to sack. I'm going to Archbound Ravager, block, sacrifice the Hangerback Walker. And see what our opponent does. He has the combustion technique. I think we're just gonna let that do its thing then, yeah? I'd rather be able to equip the Shadow Spear to the token. I think that's fine. Opponent has less than 9. How much time do I? I have 17 minutes. My opponent has 8. What are brews? Brews are decks that you come up with, like fun ideas. Okay, our opponent is just playing every removal spell known to man. We find a Besiege, which doesn't necessarily help us, does it? Because we're gonna have to take a turn off. We could play this. Just play the Steel Overseer. That's not really gonna do very much. Add her Coder Beer. I mean, they just need what? They're gonna make us lose 3 twice. We're gonna go down to 4, and then they just need to find some cards off Grand. Yeah, we're just dead here, chat. Chat, we're 0-3. Incredible. This deck's everything I was hoping for and more. Coffee or beer? I wish it was coffee or beer, but no. They can't all be winners. And this one's definitely not a winner. But we have to play 2 more matches. Because I am having fun. Going to. We're winning, like, games here or there. And then we can't actually win a match for the life of us. We're going to get Thoughtseize. Fuck. Praven, you're right. I think we need to manifest more. I need to manifest... I need to manifest being better at this game. What did he take? My Springleaf Trim? Interesting. What's that joke? God said, come forth and receive eternal life, but John came 5th and won a toaster. I'm not even a religious person. I just think that's funny. Let's throw Haywire into Rust Harvester. This what? Exiles an artifact. So we can exile Springleaf and then whatever. This just looks like we're playing against Blue-Black Frog. Soul Cauldron's pretty good. Soul Cauldron's quite good. We'll see if we get counterspelled. I assume we do. Indeed. He did shock himself and snuffed out, so there's a possibility we get to see a Death Shadow here too. Bum, 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 bum. Kami of Whispered Hopes. Sure. Play Besiju. Pass. So, I guess we can warp. I'm gonna have to block this Psychic Frog, yeah? Yeah, we'll block Psychic Frog. I hope he discards just, okay, that's fine. Ninjutsu's are Kaito. Smacks us for 3, we gain 3, go back to 17. So we can warp Loading Zone, Rust Harvester, targeting the Springleaf Drum. And maybe, well, we'll see. Reluctant Model's pretty good too. And we have a land, so play this zone. Can I just kill this Kaito? How many counters does this get? A lot, right? Maybe? I don't remember. So now we have a 5/5 Rust Harvester. I guess we could have shot the frog. You know I love shooting frogs. I'll take a block there. Let's see if he has... He does not. I'm gonna shoot the frog again. We're just gonna keep shooting frogs. Hell yeah! Let's draw our Lutri. Pass back. He's almost dead to our Rust. In 2 turns, he's dead to our Rust Harvester by itself. Oh my god, chat, we won! Rust Harvester goes crazy. Alright, let's bring Shadow Spear. We did see Snapcaster, did we not? We did. Fell to Profane. I do feel like he's playing a lot of hate against himself. How many basics was he playing? Almost none. Let's bring in Magus of the Moon, Dismember, and Hexing Squelcher. Maybe Heroic Intervention, too. Drop that. We haven't seen Bashing Bloodscale in any of our games, which is crazy. Let's drop Chain. Let's drop Marvin. Let's drop that. Moon Snare is probably fine. Harvester is fine. We don't know what kind of hate he's playing, do we? Maybe Phenomena Recorder's bad too. Kamala Harris? We did it, Joe. We did it, Joe. Follow me. Alright. Sure. This hand's pretty sweet. Probably get Thoughtseize again. Tameo, it's fine with me. I guess we might want to bring in Pithing Needle for game 3. What is happening right now? Am I getting Force Negation? If he plays Force, that's wild. That was definitely not worth the Force Negation, but we'll take that. We'll take that 100% of the time. We love that for us. Heroic Intervention is sweet. Let's play Bastion Bloodscale and see if he counters that. Or removes it. Snuffs out. We'll see him crack the Vista, which kind of sucks because we brought in Magus of the Moon. I'll probably see him get an island, yeah. Well, hopefully we can Tez. Well, I don't know. We don't have a lot of threats here. Harbinger of the Seas. Okay. That's funny. He brought in Harbinger and we brought in Magus. I think we're just gonna untap his clue and pass back. Give him something to swing at. He might flip Tam here. I don't know if he wants to tap out. I would really prefer if he tapped out. Chat, what do you about? I might write an article. The article this week might be like the top 100 cars I want to see added to. I have like a whole wish list. Ooh, Haywire might. Not super relevant at the moment. Let's go Haywire into Soul Cauldron. We can at least eat our Bloodscale. Throw a counter on this, and then we can... I'm just gonna untap the Bloodscale. We're not doing the worst I've ever seen, but we're not doing great, chat. I'm hoping we can get our Tez to stick around for one more turn, and then we'll... I don't know what I want to go get, actually. Maybe Steel Overseer. If he kills Steel Overseer, that starts to get a little out of hand with Cauldron, but... doing better than you. Hell yeah! I definitely should have played... We're doing shopping? We might be doing shopping. Shopping with Tezzeret, Cruel Captain. Chat, our opponent is a coward. Exclamation point coward in chat. Where'd they go? Oh no. Opponent, come back. No, opponent, come back, please. Time to get switched to. I really want to play Pokopia. It looks so fun. Does anyone remember, God, what was it called? Oh, okay. I don't know where our opponent went, but they're not here, and I'm okay with that. Let's go. What are we finding here? Do I just want to... Am I just grabbing a Shadow Spear? I guess. I guess I could have grabbed Springleaf Drum so that we get some color mana too, but that's okay. I'm gonna eat his Snuff Out. Did he plus this? No, he didn't. Does anyone remember Viva Pinata? Anyone ever play this game? Or is it just me? It's literally Pokopia. For like, I don't even know. The original Xbox 360? You would like build these little things to attract pinata animals. Oh. It was the same premise. And then you would build habitats for them, and then you could get them to like breed and stuff. But Pokopia is just Viva Pinata. Grows crazy. That's just me. All right, so we get to hit our opponent. I don't know where they went, but we take these. We take these dubs where we can get them. His mom might have called him to get some chicken fingers or something, you know? Yeah, he basically just LARPed as a zookeeper the whole time. It was sweet. It was super sick. I need more Fruity Pebbles, guys. All right, our opponent disappeared. Not really sure where they went, but we'll take that counts. Praven, don't know where you are, but that counts. That's a win in my book. Look at that. We're 1-3. Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah. All right, final match of this garbage we're playing. And then who knows what we're gonna play after, I don't know. What map is this? Chat, have we ever played on this? I haven't seen this before. Let's go animation module into this, and then we should be able to pay the one, tap the module, and make a 1-1. Pretty sweet. See, I told you to manifest their PC turning off. Okay, that's what I did. That's what I did. What am I getting here? I don't know yet. We haven't... We can Tez and put a counter on Zabaz and then make a... I don't know yet. Maybe I should just hire someone to DDoS people for me. So then when we're in the middle of... Oh, that's a relevant card. I think we'll just Tezzeret first. And then we can pull... Can we play both? We can tap this for a white. And then we can untap this. I'm gonna decline that because I want to play Role Model, and we'll tap the Tezzeret to play that. What's everyone's favorite font? I like a Helvetica. Big Helvetica guy. Opponent's gonna swing 2 at our Tez. 3 mana up on their part. We might... I don't know. Maybe we see a Resplendent? Yeah. Only gains 4, though, which is fine. We find a Hardened Bonds. Interesting. So let's go Bonds. Let's... Plus on the Zabaz. Throw a counter on that. Trigger. We'll pay 1 to make a thing, and then we'll make an artifact, and then we'll go seek. A Basking Broodscale is pretty good. I think I want to swing with Role Model, Zabaz, and these 3. Yeah. Once a brewer, now a doxer. You know, When I was young, speaking of Xbox 360s, when I was younger, my cousin took his Xbox to some random dude's garage to get it turned into like a JTAG. Bruh, I don't know, that was shady. Once I had to sit through a presentation on why Comic Sans was a horrible font. And did you learn anything, Praven? I hope so. What am I doing with this role model? Am I giving it... I think I'm giving it lifelink, right? Did he have a white van? I thought he did. But we played that JTAG. We used to play... JTAG just is like jailbreaking your Xbox. So we used to play like modded Call of Duty, like zombies. And he also had modded controllers. Oh my god, it was so much fun. Alright, is he gonna kill... He's gonna kill my Tez. Which is fine. Hopefully this Hardened Bonds gives us... okay, well that's not really what I wanted to draw. So let's... yeah, let's broad scale. We'll activate, and we'll tap the Hardened Bonds to make a counter, and then we'll animation module. It's gonna be tough once we... well, we'll see. I would like to create an Eldrazi. Okay, Back Walker's pretty good. And then we can always Zabaz the Market Back Walker. Let's roll +1/+1 this time. Opponent finds a useful Valkyrie, so they're gonna gain a shit ton of life. Because that's what gamers do. And this guy's a gamer. He has better RGB chair than I do. Hits me for 6, and then he's gonna gain, what, 16 to make a 4/4? I'm sorry, gain 8 and make a 4/4. Jesus. Okay. We find an Ozolith. That's kind of fun. So we can... what can we do here? We can do a few things. Let's destroy our own Market Back Walker. Yes. We'll blow that up. Whenever another creature... so let's put all of those on our role model. I like this plan, chat. We're doing great here. We're the best. We're the best there's ever been. I don't know if anyone has told you guys that, but... I'll pay 1 to make another thing. We get counters on that. We'll pay another 1 to make another thing. We get a Surginger. We get a... ooh. I'll put it on the role model. Don't think I want to make another thing. Is it worth me swinging? Yeah, I think it is. We're gonna swing just to gain 5, and then we can put its counters on the Zabaz. Oh, or he just doesn't block at all. That's pretty sweet for us, too. We'll take that. And then, in this case, we'll give it flying. And we'll pass back. And then we can give our Zabaz flying to at least... This gets what? +2/+2? So we can still... Well, we'll see what he has. I'm going to try and trade out his Resplendent Angel. Where is Angels on the tribal tier list? In gold. In gold. Opponent is playing main deck Tameo Safekeeping because they are gamers. Just to let everyone know. We're going to gain a little bit of life. What does this do? Just hexproof everything, and then he can play Angels. It's not looking good for us, chat. We keep trying to play these fun decks, and then... Oh. We do find Ghost Lantern. I don't know what this does for us, chat. But I'm having fun. Oh, actually, we can... No. Never mind. I'm thinking of something else. Just very one amount of what things to do, add a new archetype. Yeah. Is there any way I can kill my own reluctant role model to give this lifelink? I don't think so. We kind of needed that glaring flesh rager that was on top. Okay, but at least not... Well, here we can make infinite mana. I don't know what I want to do with infinite mana, or if we can do anything with it. Don't think we can, but we can play Sir Ginger. And we can play this. Chat, I don't know what to do. I wish we had another... We need like one... We need a sacrifice outlet. Because then we could have equipped the Ghost Lantern to something. If we had like Artbound Ravager... Well, we would have won the game a million other ways too, I guess. But we're kind of just stuck. Let's start there and see what happens. Well, if he blocks the Reluctant Role Model and it dies, we can put all of its counters onto Zabaz, which means lifelink and flying, which is relevant. Oh my god, we turned Ozolith into a flying guy too. So then we're gonna gain at least, and then we can also block with the Ink Moth next. Okay, we're not dead, at least not yet. I don't think, because we can also block with Ink Moth Nexus. Okay, Righteous Valkyrie might make us dead. 4, 10, 9. We can block 3 of these and gain at least 11. But then we can also animation module to put a bunch of counters on things. Which is fine. So that's fine. We want to make that, and then we want to activate Ink Moth Nexus. I gotta make a little bit of mana. And we're going to activate this to put an additional counter on here. Are we still dead, chat? We might be. We can at least block his Sigarda and block one of these. And then we can sack. I don't really want to blow up my own animation module, do I? Thank you, our Fernando. Appreciate all the subscriptions. Okay, there's a lot of stuff going on right now. Modular. We get to put all those counters on something. Let's put it on Search Ginger, I guess. Jesus. Thank you. Peace out, Boy Scouts. Okay, chat, there's a lot of stuff going on right now. I don't really know what's happening. Don't want a Spring Leaf Drum. I need like a Shadow Spear would do it for us, huh? Monoskellion does a lot, but not enough. Okay, chat. I don't know what we're doing or how we're gonna win, but we'll figure it out. Besiege you. Not exactly what I wanted. Let's play land for turn. I guess... I don't know. We could have stride a whole bunch. We're at 1. Let's sack and see what we get off Hardened Bonds. Iron Apprentice. I mean, our actual win condition was us going infinite and making infinite 1/1s at the end of their turn and then killing them, but I don't really want to click through all that. I'm going to be so honest with you, chat. That's a lot of work. We're going to attack for 46. There's no way I'm clicking to make a 1/1 at a time. We'd have to do that. I don't even know. We'd have to do that a bajillion times, chat. I can't do that. I'm gonna get arthritis. I'm gonna get fucking arthritis, dude. Did our opponent give up? What's going on? I'm weak? Well, we could have won this one. Just saying. But I'm not. At least, imagine if he had a Soul Warden. I mean, we're still dead on the swing back, aren't we? We have one Ink Moth. I don't know where our opponent went. I manifested that their computer turned off, and now we're here. This is incredible. But you can make infinite 1/1s with modules, so that's cool. But geez Louise. Confirmed Doctor. We gotta play a list that like gets us out of the depths of hell, I think. Maybe we gotta go back to the old 80 card warriors. That might be okay, I didn't think our opponent would actually let that happen. We should have just yeah. Okay. We could have won like 3 turns ago, but that's okay. We're gaming. They could kill us if they want. But in our hearts, we know we won. So, although this deck's not great, I will say I'm having a blast. And maybe we should just do a weekly segment where we just put Lutri in a random deck. Let's play Lutri Frog, Lutri Stapeshift, Lutri Eldrazi. Yay? Nay? Probably nay. Let's say nay on that one. That one's probably bad. But yeah, I'm doxing. I have a lag switch on my JTAG. Got a modded controller. Oh my god, chat. We're going to count that as a victory because I don't want to play this deck anymore. We played this just because I wanted to play it and it sounded funny. Was it good? No, it was not. Would I play it again? Maybe. It lets you play with a lot of interesting cards. And, like, you still get to Bastion Broodscale people. But we, like, I don't know, Lutri's Lutri. This was just for fun. It's the Jank Tank. What do you want from me? I had a blast playing it off stream, but then the more we played it on stream, the less I wanted to play it. So I highly suggest you don't build this. I would just play good cards instead. But I mean, there's a couple games we won, like where we actually came back and done some stupid stuff to our opponent, and it felt pretty good. But I think after, especially post-game, we just can't really get anything done. And God forbid our opponent plays a Karn. Oh, God. God forbid they play a Karn. But we played, what? Heroic was too fast for us. Blue-Red Lessons didn't even... we weren't fast enough to kill them, even after we removed some important things. We did get a game against the Frog player, right? And some other stuff here or there. But, yeah, like Praven said, a little too inconsistent. A fun idea, but in practice, it's kind of one of those. So that's my 2 cents on this deck. Take it or leave it. I don't care. But I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye!